All right. Let us start. Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang achayang kamame bante bhuri panya tathagata kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang achayang kamame dhamma sanditika akalika kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang achayang kamame sangha supatipana anuttara sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisarana gamanang paripunang panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adina dana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Abrahmacharya veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musawada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Surameraya macha pamadatthana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Vikala bhojana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Nacha Gita Vadita Visukadasana Malaganda Vilepana Dharana Mandana Vibhusanathana Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Uchchasayana Mahasayana Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Idang me silang Maggapala nyanasa Pachayo hotu appamadena sampadeta. So, all right, let's do a bit of guided metta before I start the Dhamma talk. We sit here. Let us relax. Relax the body. Give the mind peaceful and calm, present here and now. Let go of all the thoughts, planning, problems. Put it all aside. Let the body relax from top of the head, slowly down to the forehead and face, to the neck and shoulders and arms, to the chest, the stomach area, the spine, buttocks, to the thighs and knees, to the calf, the ankles, soles, toes. So relax the body. May I be free, free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering, may we all be peaceful. May I be peaceful. May I be well and healthy. And may I truly be happy. May I be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May I be peaceful. May I be well and healthy. And may I truly be happy. Let us expand our metta. Let us expand the metta. Expand the metta to all the beings around here. May they be monks or nuns, yogis, workers, helpers, volunteers. donors or supporters, to all guardian devas of this place, to all other devas residing here, and to all the unfortunate beings, and to all the animals, big or small, seen or unseen. May all of us here be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May all of us here be peaceful. May we all be well and healthy. And may all of us here truly be happy. May all of us here be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May all of us here able to live in peace and in harmony with ourselves and with others. May all of us be well, be healthy, and may all of us truly be happy. Let us expand the metta to all the beings in this country. May they be humans or non-humans. May they be devas or petas, or animals big or small, far or near, seen or unseen. May all beings in this country be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May all of us in this country, may we all able to live in peace and in harmony. May we all be well, be healthy, and may all of us here truly be happy. May all beings in this country be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. They all be peaceful, be well, and may all of us here in this country truly be happy. Now let us expand. Let us expand further. Expand our metta, goodwill, good thoughts to all the beings in this world without exception. May they be humans or non-humans. May they be our loved ones near or far away, or those people whom we do not know. And, and to those whom we dislike or those who dislike us. To all the guardian devas of the sasana, to all other devas residing in this world, to all the betas, and to all the to all the animals, big or small, far or near, seen or unseen. May all beings in this world be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering, may all beings able to live in peace and not in war, live with kindness and compassion and not in cruelty or violence. May all beings be well, be healthy, and may all beings truly be happy. May all beings in this world be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering, may they all be peaceful, may they all be well and healthy, and may all beings in this world truly be happy. Now let us expand. Let us expand our metta without boundary, without exception or without condition, or without bias. To all beings in this universe or universes, to all beings from the highest planes of existence down to the lowest planes of existence, to all the beings in all the world systems, may all beings without exception be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering, May all beings be peaceful, able to live in harmony with themselves and in harmony with others. May all beings be well, be healthy, and may all beings truly be happy. May all beings be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May all beings, may all beings be peaceful. May they all be well. And may all beings truly be happy. May all beings in this, may all beings without exception be free from all kinds of harm and danger, free from all mental suffering, free from all physical suffering. May all beings be peaceful. May they all be well. And may all beings truly be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May they all be well. And may all beings truly be happy. Now slowly let go of the metta. And bring the mind back again to the body, the rise and fall of the abdomen. Feel the sensation being here and now. And then we can slowly open our eyes. All right. Let us start. Now, yesterday I talked about this, the fourth type of um, within that investigation of Dhamma. That is to say that when you take up the right objects, the proper objects, the suitable objects, then you have to investigate on them. You have to scrutinize them. You have to be precise and to know what is what. That is to say, we need to direct the mind to its characteristics. Characteristics of the body, characteristics of the different mental states or the consciousness. We pay attention to the different types of characteristics. So in order for us to go further into development of vipassana, then by noting these characteristics, then we'll begin to notice the deeper characteristics that's going to arise. They won't arise right in the beginning. Mostly you will see all these hard, soft, rise, fall movements pain, different types of pain, and so on. Yeah. As you begin to notice things better and better, then you begin to see into the second characteristics. And the second level of characteristic is the triple characteristic, in the sense that they are having beginning, middle, and the end. Yeah. In the beginning, middle, and end, yesterday also I mentioned that you do not see them at all at one time. You will notice them like sections. Sometimes you'll see the beginning of it become very clear. Sometimes the end become very clear. Sometimes the middle become very clear. Sometimes the three of them becomes very clear. They come in different times. So these characteristics, they are in a way, again, the second type of characteristic is this, they shed among whether there's mind or body. They shed. The mind and the body does not differentiate between where is beginning, middle, and end, because every phenomena has a beginning, middle, and end. But not the first characteristic, because the first characteristic is their individual characteristic, individual essence. And that is important for us to know. Okay? Yeah. So we pay attention to the second characteristic and see how they change and how they come and how they sometimes they disappear. One of the things that you may notice in your practice is regarding with the pain. Especially when you notice the nature of the pain, sometimes you notice the second characteristic of the pain. That is to say, you see how the pain grows stronger and stronger and stronger until you cannot take it now. Right? That part is when it grows stronger, it's where it shows the second characteristic. But again, here devotees does not want to, yogis, a lot of yogis don't want to see that thing because it's so painful. And the mind cannot tolerate all this type of pain. But it's trying to reveal itself to you. Then you try to cover it up by getting up, by stopping, by changing the leg, and so on. It's try to there, see, but you don't want. Yeah. So that's how, it is trying to show you something, and yet we do not want to see. Yeah. And sometimes you will see that the pain, sometimes it goes into a big, very strong, very powerful. Then after that, it begin to reduce a little bit and reduce a little bit, reduce a little bit. Then it's trying to show its characteristic, that particular characteristic to you. In many ways, sensation or the mind, it becomes to show us many things. Sometimes in the mind, it shows us the beginning or middle or end. Sometimes we can catch the beginning of the thought. We can catch the beginning of the thought. It's going to come, there it spring up a little bit, but then very fast, it kind of like disappear. But when it disappearance, you don't see it precisely. You know that it disappeared, gone. Or sometimes it taper off, it getting less, but still hanging around there. You don't really see it, how it's gone. Usually it's another prominent object arises, then your mind just shifts to that prominent object. But there will be times, that in a deeper development, you'll see exactly how it stopped, how it goes into destruction and how it goes into disappearance. Then it stops, completely stops. And the next fresh phenomena arises, fresh movement arises, a fresh mind arises. So it became very interesting. It become very interesting, the meditation. You see a different phenomena that is going on within this mind and body. So all you need to do is make sure that you trust your mindfulness. Whatever is going to reveal at that moment of time, you pay attention to it rather than you think what it's supposed to be. Yeah? Rather than what you think it's supposed to be. Okay? Wait. Somebody unmute the. I'm trying to mute him, also cannot. Anyway. Now, so usually when you pay attention to all these type of phenomena, you got to be careful that you don't let the mind falls into too much thinking about what is it. Uh, Especially if you have a lot of background, or you have a lot of book knowledge, theory. Uh, have a lot of theory, and then you become like so obsessed about the theory and what you are looking at. So you try to match your theory and your practice, and that is not very good. That is not very good. You're going to slow down your meditation a lot, because every time you want to progress, you go back into that thinking again. Again, it goes back into thinking about that theory. I'm not saying theory is bad, Don't quote me wrongly. It's that you are using it at the wrong time, only. Later part, we'll talk about theory a little bit, which also in a way helpful for investigation of Dhamma. But you must not use it at the wrong time. Again, when you go into develop meditation a little bit deeper, then the third characteristics is going to show much more clearer to you. Yeah? The third type of characteristic here is the characteristic of the universal characteristic of anicca, dukkha, anatta. When we pay attention to how anicca takes place, it's within this phenomena of mind and body. And what we are actually doing when we are paying attention to what is going on, it's the perception of anicca, perception of anatta, perception of dukkha. It's the perception that is touching upon when you notice what is going on. And it comes, again here, when it comes, everything comes in arising and passing away. Phenomena of this arising and passing away, they are very fast, one after another. You can't watch this arising and passing away like what you watch in your rising and falling. When you watch your rising and falling, you follow the object one by one. Okay, this is rising, this is falling. And you have two rising, you know you have two falling, you know. Or sometimes you notice this is the pain, it go more, it go less. You follow the pain, then it goes to another object. You follow an object after an object. This is what happened in the beginning part of it, and completely you're right. You're supposed to note it in that way. But again, sometimes the arising and passing away, when it arises, those things are going in the momentary. That is to say, that you can't follow them one by one anymore. All you need to do is just put your mind there, put your whole attention there. Then everything is playing within your attention. The whole arising and passing away is within that attention. And then here also, you begin to notice how the patterns of arising and passing away take place. Just like you notice the patterns of your rising and falling. How it is getting longer, shorter, faster, so on. So too with the arising and passing away, also they got its own pattern. How the phenomena arises, passes away, where sometimes it goes faster, sometimes it goes slower, sometimes it goes faster in within a spot. Then it happens. Sometimes it goes random, arising and passing away, everything goes into random. Sometimes it runs all over the mind and body. And at times you can't differentiate which one is mind and which one is body. Because everything just shows you the characteristic of arising and passing away. You don't even think about which one is mind and which one is body. Your mind is completely, in a way, quiet of all the thinking, not just quiet of nothing, quiet from all the thinking. Then all the arising and passing away is just happening. The labeling during this time doesn't take. If you bring in the labeling, then completely all the arising and passing away gone, because the labeling and right now becomes a big hindrance. So you got to surrender to all the phenomena. That's what is really going on, and just pay attention to it. Yeah? And that time, you don't have to like go and kacau your noting. Just like sometimes, like right now, not enough energy. You try to note harder, make it more clearer. You know that sometimes you more a lot of thinking. You try to relax and try to keep the mind calm and peaceful a bit more. This time, no need. This time, everything it will fix it for you. Everything, all you need to do is just pay attention. The mindfulness and everything, they will take care of itself. The whole mind in a state of balance, then everything will happen in that way. Now, with that also, when it happens in that way, again, sometimes yogis are not familiar within this territory. Because this territory is, after all, you never seen it before. Not only that, too bad sometimes in the world of vipassana again. Sometimes even teachers also don't see that yet. Certain times I've met in the past now. That certain times teachers also they don't have that arising and passing away also. What is happening with the arising and passing away? And that is where things become problematic. Because if the yogi goes into seeing all these arising and passing away phenomena and things are changing in a fast manner, because the teacher have not seen all these things before, they will ask the yogi, hey, doing wrongly already. Go back to all the rising and falling. Where's your rising and falling? Then say lah. And then here you are, supposed to follow what the teacher say. And then now you are seeing something, the teacher asks you to go back. Or then you create doubt with yourself. Every time you sit down, all this arising and passing away taking place. And yet, the teacher is not asking me not to look into it. So, how? No. So a lot of things, as I said, finally you have to rely on your mindfulness, not just the teacher. Yeah. If the teacher who knows one, who have proper practice one, and you talk, they will know already. Yeah, they will talk, yeah, they will know. Yeah. So in the past, I've met with this type of teachers before. So you got to be careful. In the world of Vipassana, not everybody is sitting on a Dhamma chair. They know how to meditate also. That is the reality in the world of Vipassana. Whether you like it, you like to hear or don't like to hear, it's up to you. But the world is like that. Yeah. So finally, you have to rely on yourself. You have to rely on your mindfulness. Sometimes you may have the urge to go to different places to meditate. You may have urge to go different places to meditate. So that's why you need to have a lot of what to do and how to do and what not to do. Things that you learn over here or you learn in your past retreats, these are the skills that you have to remember. It's the skills that you have to remember. Otherwise, you have to use them again and again. Otherwise, don't make sure that your gap of your retreat not too long, you know. COVID not over yet, so still don't come yet. Yeah. If you go too long, you forget about all your skills already. Yeah, slowly lah. So the skills that you learn here, or you learn in your past retreats, what is important is you remember them. How to do the walking, how to do the sitting, how to do the daily activities, how to deal with your thinking mind, how to deal with your sleepiness, how to note your intention, how not to do this, how not to do that. A lot of all these things are so important because everywhere you go, you have to use those skills to deal with all your problems or arousing what is not there yet. The mindfulness is not enough, you must know how to arouse it. So all these things are important. So that's why you have to learn to trust yourself. You have to learn to trust your mindfulness. Yeah. Of course, the teachers, I'm not saying all teachers are bad, I say some of the teachers that I've gone through, maybe you are lucky enough and throughout the years that you go through, you meet with different good teachers, then well and good. My luck is not so good. But the thing is that I already developed quite a lot of things before I go places. Yeah, let's put it this way. So that's why I know what is going on. So what is here, as I said, a lot of this arising and passing away is not easy to see. It's not easy to notice. Sometimes it takes yogi some years before it arrives into this arising and passing away. What is happening arising and passing away? And when these things arising and passing away, they have, as I said, they have many patterns. And these patterns of how it arises and how it passes away, or how the whole phenomena is changing moment after moment, this also correlates to the level of insight knowledge. Let us not go too deep into all these type of things. So within this arising and passing away, a lot has got to do with your insight knowledge. How it arises, how they change, and what are the patterns and all that thing. Then the insight knowledge are all there. Now, again, the word insight knowledge is, again, here, these are all theory. A lot to do with theory. Now, another problem with Vipassana yogis is that they begin to obsessive with the insight, because I know a lot of us want to get out of this samsara. Want to get out of this samsara, and therefore we practice. Which insight am I? This insight, fourth insight, third insight, fifth insight, near enlightenment, or what? So a lot of times we go into all these type of things. There are places also that sometimes they have a checklist for you, which I don't think it's very good. Just because you notice a little bit of, let's say, today, let's say you're sitting, you meditate, and then rising, falling. Then you notice a little bit of pee pop up here and there, Then after it disappear. A bit of vibration within the stomach here. Then you take up the checklist. Arising, passing away, bo. Then you think, yeah, just now the vibration arising and passing away, take how say liao. There, I already seen the arising and passing away already. That's how in the world of Vipassana is like that. Arising and passing away. Just because you notice a few vibrations here and there, you think that it's all arising and passing away. No, it's not that. Arising and passing away, when it happens throughout your sitting. It happens throughout your sitting after sitting. It happens also in your walking also. As long as you start paying attention precisely, the arising and passing away begins to appear to you. You don't need to go and look for it, it will come and look for you. So if the phenomena happens repeatedly again and again, not just that you see a few arising and passing away, a few pee pop up here and there, then you checklist already, okay, ho se liao, everything. It's not like that, no? Then again, in the world of vipassana again, there's another interpretation of what is arising and passing away. Another interpretation is that they give you a counter, a hand counter, So you meditate, you meditate. After that, the last 10 days, because this type of meditation, they give you 2 or 3 weeks. Sometimes they give you 3 weeks. If the 3 weeks are the last 3 days, you're asked not to sleep for 72 hours. Asked not to sleep for 72 hours. In the meantime, they provide you coffee, just to keep you clear. Then, you're supposed to walk and sit, something like that. Walk. They don't emphasize really on walking, emphasize on sitting on it. So you sit. They give you a counter. They give you a counter. So you meditate. Yeah. So you sit already, and then you nod. You click one. And not at a time, you click another time. And not at a time, you click another time. And not another time, click another time. So that sitting is, let's say you got 50 nodding, then 50 arising and passing away. To them, you calculate that of that nodding. To them, they don't see it as sleepiness. They see it as arising and passing away. And yet, so many people believe it. Their meditation has more than all of us here. Each meditation maybe 100 or 50, 100 people like that. In the normal, before COVID. How about that? Yeah? You want coffee or not? That's how the world of vipassana is happening. Yeah. All you need to go in, go in the world and see all these type of things. And it makes life interesting as long as you don't fall into it. Yeah, as long as you don't fall into it. But that's what I'm trying to say, So when you even, as I said, even the arising and passing away, what you are supposed to see it again and repeat it again and again within this mind and body. But interpretation, wrong interpretation creates all kinds of wrong Dhamma. So I wish you all luck. I wish you all luck. Don't go and meet with this type of things. Yeah. All right. So within this arising and passing away, as I said, there are things you are supposed to pay attention to it again and again, and the phenomena will change and again, and so on and so forth. Until you develop it deeper and deeper, then the deeper aspect of this anicca becomes obvious to you. The anicca here means you begin to see things in arising and passing away incessantly. It can never stop. There's no such thing as stopping, because as long as there's mind and body phenomena, all this will keep on arising and passing away. As I said yesterday, if anything stop, if this arising and passing away stop, maybe what? Maybe But then again, within this arising and passing away also, there'll be times that sometimes yogi note it, then suddenly everything becomes stop. But it's not nibbana yet. It's not nibbana yet. It stops. Then meditate, and then it's not arising and passing away, then it stop again. Then notice, then it stop again. Then arising and passing, and then it stop again. Then you say, what is going on right now? It's in nibbana, MC. You don't feel like enlightened yet. Anyway, what happened over here is that there are deeper consciousness that you have not seen the arising and passing away yet. Whereas when your mindfulness begins to pick up further, and your sharpness of your mind becomes even more clearer, then that particular gap, when you pay attention to it, hey, still got more tiny arising and passing away there. Then after that, the bigger one. Then after that, the tiny one. Oh, that's why in the past, I couldn't see all these little tiny one. I thought I wholesale liao. But still not yet. Then you know you're still not enlightened yet. So, you see, the mind can trick you. It can trick you in so many ways. It will trick you. All you need to do, as I said, don't go and interpret yourself whether you're enlightened or not. After all, you're enlightened, well and good. After that, after enlightenment, what do you think you should do? Kenduri. You go back, you open up, kenduri, liao. No, you carry on the meditation. Walk, sit, walk, sit, walk, sit, walk, sit, walk, sit, walk, sit, walk, sit. So it's the same thing. But after, of course, things is much better lah. Yeah. Anyway, what is important is that make sure that any phenomenon that arises and passes away during this time, don't interpret on it too much. Make sure that you just pay attention to them again and again and again and again and again. The phenomenon is like in this way. Just make sure you trust your mindfulness and just don't interpret what is going on too much. So the phenomena of anicca, dukkha, and anatta, they will show you in the form of this arising and passing away, not in the form of thinking about it. Yeah. There are sometimes yogis that I met when they talk about anicca, dukkha, anatta, they, when they see all these things arising and passing away, then they come to the interview. Bhante, if I don't think about that is anicca, how do I know that is anicca? Logically, right? What? If I do not know this is dukkha, how do I know this is dukkha? So logically, it is right in a sense, because here, most of us, we will base on our theory to understand something. Okay? Whatever that is even happening in the inside now, we always want to step it back and base on the theory. And when the theory ngam with what you see, then you are happy, then only you start paying attention. And then again, I tell you, it can be a big hindrance. All you need to do, as I said, the perception of anicca, dukkha, anatta does not come in words, does not come in theory. It's about the experience. And those experience, it is not by theory. Long enough into the practice, you will know that this is anicca, dukkha, or even anatta. If your wisdom is sharp enough. If your wisdom is sharp enough. So, as I said, you don't have to interpret it that much. All you need to do is just pay attention to it. You stop, keep on thinking about it, then you slow down your practice. When you slow down your practice, and also it creates into a habit, then a lot of times you want to go into a lot of all this thinking. And therefore, at least the enlightenment become further or slower, whichever how you interpret. So don't interpret it. Don't stop halfway in that way. Because after enlightenment, you're going to see all these things all over again in a much more clearer manner. Then that time, all your thinking about anicca, dukkha, anatta will still surface again in much clearer manner. So why go and waste time before enlightenment and think about it? But that's how our craving of our mind to have all this information and theory. We crave for it. We want it actually. Yeah. So if you're not careful of that craving, the craving for all this info, all this information, then it can become very attached to all these type of things. Hmm? Now, we keep all these things aside. We keep all these things aside. So make sure that you pay attention to it, all your objects precisely. Then phenomena, all the characteristics of the mind and body process will begin to reveal themselves to you further and further. Huh? So let's step back a little bit more. Let's step back way, way more. Don't going to go into all this tiny thing. Now we're going to look in something more bigger, much more wider. We also have to look into the external conditions that is supportive for your investigation of Dhamma. External conditions. What do you mean by external conditions here? Okay. We're talking about, for example, like today. Nice weather, no? Quite pleasant weather to meditate. Not so hot, not so cold. Yeah. Not raining and not so hot. So pleasant weather. Sometimes you notice when pleasant weather, your restless mind become less. Restless mind become less. Oh, when it's hot day, thinking a lot. Because the body is uncomfortable. When this uncomfortableness of the body, it creates a lot of all this unpleasantness, and then the unpleasantness condition the mind to go a lot of thinking. Yeah? But what are the external conditions that's helpful for the investigation of Dhamma then? Huh? So what are the external conditions? Yeah. Now, one of the conditions for investigation of Dhamma to arise during in the practice is that you must need enough theory. We talk about putting all the theory aside now, but the external condition is that you need enough theory. At least enough theory for you to practice. Okay? Enough theory for you to practice. If you don't have enough theory to practice, then you luan lie already, you know. Say, for example, if you don't know how to do walking meditation, if you don't have the theory for how to do walking meditation, then you just simply do the walking meditation. Then you get no results. Nothing. You see people walk so slowly, you try to walk slowly, but your mind is everywhere else. Then you try. Oh, you get so tense up. You do not know what happened in the mind in the first place. You only see the external people, what they are doing only. People go slow, you also go slow. Yeah. So you must have enough theory. Yeah. So at least the theory about the practice, you must have at least a lot. Yeah, at least you must have a lot. But the theory itself, sometimes some of the theory itself may not so connect to you yet. It takes you until you come to a certain level or you experience it yourself. Then those theories starts to match already. And it's good because that time it's so easy for you to remember already. You know what to do. Yeah? Let's say, for example, if you are noticing the restless mind. If you do not have theory how to deal with the restless mind, then you become very agitated, so agitated that your mind cannot settle down. When the mind cannot settle down, practice doesn't go on, and this agitation comes in again and again and again and again, then you begin to lose confidence in the meditation. So because you know the theory, with that, then only you dare to step into a meditation center. Without that, you think you will step into a meditation center? No, you will not. At least all those years that you gain all your understanding and so on, then you are brave enough. The fear is lesser. Then you step into a meditation center, and then you try to meditate. So the theory helps you to come in here too. All your analysis, all your thinking of all listening to your karma and Four Noble Truth meditation, and so those theory are important. So when it comes in here, they are still important in the sense that it helps you to progress, at least on the practical type of theory. So now when you put into the practice, as you keep on paying attention to it, as things get further and further, so make sure you just put the theory aside and then you just note, and note. So the theory also is important. So what else is important? Another thing that is important is this purification of our external body and also our surrounding. Here, what they're trying, the text is the commentaries are trying to mention why these things are that cleanliness of our body and the surrounding also helps into our noting mind. You see, if you come here and everything also haphazard, you stay long enough in that place, your mind also become haphazard also, whether you like it or not. If your house is messy and your whole life is like that one, then your mind also is going to reflect on that too. Yeah. Then with that messiness of it, when you come into a meditation, how do you think your object will be orderly? Sui sui halua. No, it also will be going together with how you connect with your mind and how all these things is like. So in other words, when you come into a center, a meditation center, things has to be put in an orderly manner, but not OCD, not until become obsessive compulsive disorder. You know what I mean? That means a little bit bosui ni you betahan already must. A little bit people move a little bit betahan, they must move. Some people until obsessive until there. I've met monks like that, You go into their kuti, you move their books, a little bit like that also cannot. They have the like that, a little bit tablet must make it straight again. You push it, cannot. Monks are like that. Because they got nothing else already. They got no money, nothing, everything, nothing already, got nothing for them to think already. So they think of all the orderly, they become so obsessive about it. No. I'm not asking you to go into that now. I'm asking you to just your area of your meditation or your place or your room, you have to keep it neat and tidy. And the places that you meditate also, at least it is a clear path and everything is put properly together. You may not, sometimes you may not able to meditate in the center. Sometimes your walking path is just a dirt path. It's a laterite path. Maybe as long as this one, but it's all sand only. So you have to walk in your meditation path is that. So what do you do? So you have to clean the leaves. You have to put everything aside and so on, You keep it clean so that at least surrounding is clean. So that when you do the walking meditation, if the snake come out, at least you can see the snake come already. You stop lah, not just don't seeing, and then you just walk over. That's your problem lah. So, other words, you have to keep the surrounding places quite clean and neat and tidy. Yeah. So that also is important because it helps in the long run. It keeps your mind tidy, orderly also. You cannot just simply put anything here anywhere. Cushions has to be put in order. Especially sometimes you go to a certain society, the cushion is so dumb one. And that's terrible. That's terrible. Back in this house, if I go inside there, cushion sang it here and there. Tomorrow committee will wait for my call already. Softly admonish. Uh, and those things, we don't realize that it really helps us into our concentration, into our keep our mind in order. Because when we note things long term, you're going to note things in orderly manner also. Your manner of how you pay attention, it also depends on how you're this one. So outside you have to clean and tidy, and also not only clean and tidy, but your body also has also to be, I mean, not to say obsessively clean, but clean enough. But then ladies a bit more difficult. They bring all their toners and they bring all their scrub, they bring all their daily wash, night wash, evening wash. So many things. Don't need to be so obsessive. No, don't need to be so obsessive. Just bring one thing enough already. But after all, those things are also within the 7 precepts also. You're not supposed to do all these things to beautify yourself. Yeah. So you keep all these things just enough to make yourself clean. Makes yourself this one. And also it's good for others actually also. Because anybody sit near you, if you stink, oh wow. Even you wear a mask also go through also. Well, sometimes in the past, when the summer, like in Burma, summer in Burma is like 35, 40 degrees heat, You sit until you sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat. Before you start meditating, it's like a sauna first. You have to go through a sauna of keep on sweating and sweating until tak boleh sweat already. The sweat also don't want to come out already. Then only you start meditating. And then you can get used to it also. After all, sweating and sweating. But then of course when sweating, everyone is sweating. Wow, then it's very stinky. Then you have to stay there and you have to really meditate also. But then, some matsale, some angmo, they don't shower one. They thought that this is their winter in their Europe or America. So they don't shower for a few days on. You go near them, peng san. There's one yogi sitting in front of me, angmo. I tell you, so smelly. You go near, petahan. Anyway, we keep ourselves basis because sometimes when your body is when it's a bit unpleasant. Sometimes when it's a bit unpleasant, you don't realize that all these type of things it creates a lot of like mental restlessness, uneasy, And you take a little bit of shower, then after that you feel better. But again here, when you take shower, take in the right time now. Don't be like some yogis there. They told me, but they're so hot now. I have to take 5 times a day shower. 5 times a day. Then your shower and your meditation. So don't be too obsessive into again trying to be too attached to the body. We are attached to the body just for the sake of cleanliness of the body. Because if you don't keep yourself cleaner in certain places, you will develop a lot of itchiness and problems. And it's going to make your life miserable of meditation. Huh? So you got to be careful. In the past, in the meditation, I thought that just deal with it lah, after all, the Buddha says don't attach to the body lah. Then let it sweat lah, sweat until sometime itchiness starts already. Itchiness comes as fungal infection, not just bacterial infection, fungal infection. Then the fungal infection, then you become very itchy. So itchy. Then every time you sit down, you scratch on your, every time you scratch on you say, no, but this is bodily disease already, or you very painful at the time. Whole day also you cannot this one. Anyway, so you got to keep yourself at least in a certain level that's cleanliness, and then it really helps to calm the mind, and therefore when the mind is calm, you can able to note the objects much more better. Huh? This is one thing. Now, another thing is that to able to achieve that precision of noting, not only just a short while, but for a longer period of time, then the commentary also says that there must be a balance of faculties. The mental faculties, especially the 5 faculties. Whereas when we talk about the 7 factors of enlightenment, within the 7 factors of enlightenment, they are also balancing also. But what is important is that when you meditate, to note things precisely and to notice these objects rising, passing away, object changing, and so on, then the mind has to be stable. The mind must not be too energetic, neither is too passive. The mind must be in the optimum level. And to achieve that optimum level, then a yogi must know what to do with their meditation. One of the big area of how to achieve the optimum level is that 1 hour walk, 1 hour sit. Just by doing that 1 hour walk, 1 hour sit, more or less it gives you a balance. Because if your body is sitting for too long, then when the body is too painful or too this one, also you cannot able to achieve that balance of mind. In the beginning part of the yogi's meditation, as I said, sometimes half an hour you also cannot able to achieve it. But as you keep on pushing a little bit more, then yes, slowly and slowly you become more clearer, and you can able to sit for at least 1 hour. So in the retreat, we do this 1 hour walk, 1 hour sit, because it helps us not only in our balance of our faculties, but it also help us in our health. So we need that health in order to meditate. So this walking meditation and standing too is really helpful for a long term to do this meditation. To keep you alive. So make sure that you all do walking meditation. So with that walking meditation, in the long run, it actually helps in the sense that it balances the faculties. Then within that walking meditation also, because you change the speed, sometimes faster, sometimes slower, or you gradually become slower, and that also helps you to keep a balanced state of mind. So the walking meditation, for example, if you overdo, you do only very slow steps all the whole hour after hour, day after day, you end up with all kinds of tension. And that is really bad. That is really bad. I've seen yogis, they overdo all these type of things. They have to go and see doctor. They have to go for their migraine. After that, after that I've seen, I've read also. They say that the meditation is wrong. They don't see themselves that they are overdoing all those things, these sort of things. Meditation is not wrong. It's just that the yogi do not know how to balance it. So when they do not know how to balance, progress will not go further. Other words, when you investigate and you pay attention to all your objects properly, so you need to have that calm, clear state of mind. Then things becomes better and better. So in the talks to come, we're going to look into all this type of investigation also. Now, uh, then also it said now, it also sits in the commentary that not only just reading about it now, but also asking questions. Asking questions, not just simply ask questions, but questions that related to what you do not know, like your theory or in the practice. Because those things help. Not only those things help, but it also actually arouse a lot of wholesome karma also. A lot of wholesome karma in that sense. But anyway, those things are also important. If you do not know, then ask. That's why we have this interview, interview for us to express your meditation, and then therefore sometimes you have problems arises, then there's doubt, then we clear the doubts with the teacher. Okay, so some of the things are like that. That all these type of external things are very supportive for the uh, of the investigation of Dhamma. Okay. So on the tomorrow we don't have Dhamma talk, and we continue on these 7 factors of enlightenment. On the next one will be what? Effort. Yeah, the next one will be effort. So we continue on Thursday. Yeah? Okay, we'll stop here. Share merits. Idang me bawanang nibbanasa pachayo hotu. May my mental cultivation be a condition for the realization of Nibbana. Imang no punya bagang sabba satanang dema. We share these merits with our departed ones, with all beings and all the devas. Sabbe satta sukhi hontu anumodantu. May all beings be happy. May they rejoice in these merits. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.